All right, so sorry about that, everyone. But yes, so as Brandon mentioned, I'm Christine, and with me is Sadira. She's just going to start sharing her screen in the meantime. And we are both from the Parklands College High School down in Cape Town, South Africa. And we are both interactors at our local high school. So at the beginning of this year, we saw this issue that a lot of the interactors and just general students at our school, they really wanted to go about serving and uplifting the community, but they weren't sure of how to do this. And there's so many incredible organizations out there, but they weren't sure, which organization to help out at, which organization is closest to me, all of those kind of things. So we got thinking, and fortunately, COVID only came into South Africa in March. So from Jan to March, because our school year runs from Jan to December, we had the opportunity to meet with a couple presidents of Rotary clubs, some actually from the US in Vermont and in Silicon Valley. And they really inspired us to go about developing this app, TouchBase. So TouchBase is a one-on-one service application which links organizations and volunteers around the world. Initially, it was only going to be for South Africa, but now that it is live on the Apple App Store, we have expanded it to a global market. So we'll pop a link in the chat now where you can, if you're able to and have an Apple device, you can download. Oh, okay, there's no chat at the moment. Sorry about that. But there will be a QR code on the screen shortly where you can get involved with us, register your organization if you have your own organization, or as a volunteer, whether you're an interactor, Rotaractor, or Rotarian, you can use this app to go about finding ways to uplift your community around us. And I know there's people from all over here. I see America, India, a bunch of countries. So we really aim to go international. At the moment, we only have organizations down here in South Africa, being a South African establishment. But the aim is to go international and connect with all of you. Initially, the idea was to connect just interactors and interact clubs, but as this presentation has shown, I mean, there are so many other ways to go about connecting interactors. You can have Zoom conferences. RIQ also connects interactors. So we then shifted our idea to be specifically for volunteers and organizations to get in touch with one another. Sadira, over to you.
Thank you so much, Christine. Sorry about that. As Christine mentioned, our vision for the app is to connect different individuals in the community through the use of our app, TouchBase. TouchBase also creates a platform for an organization to list their needs and for their volunteers and organizations and donations. As a volunteer, whether it be an interactor, Rotarian, or a Rotarian, simply someone who wants to make a change in their world, users their individuals are able to use TouchBase to connect to any organization nearest to them and make a difference, whether it be by volunteering their time or donating the necessary needs. For example, an organization such as Project 19, who we partnered with, who aims to help out animals, will post about what they're looking for volunteers to walk dogs and as well as need dog food. As a volunteer, you'll be able to see this wish list and as well as the organization's contact details, location, and trading hours. This is a prime example about how TouchBase makes it easy for volunteers to go about uplifting the lives of others. And I'm proud to announce the first version of our app is now available for iOS download around the world, and we're looking to expand this to compatible other devices. To stay up to date and in touch with us, you can follow us on our various social media platforms by scanning the QR codes displayed or the link in the chat. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. If there isn't any questions, let's just wait.
Okay, yeah, if anyone has any questions, again, message me or one of the people directly. And yeah, we'll ask for you.
Okay, cool. But if there isn't, I'd like to say a great big thank you to the Interact Club of Celebration High School for giving us this great opportunity to expand our community and grow together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and to you guys as well, especially you, Brandon, the whole team behind it, all you Rotarians and interactors. You guys, I've seen you adapt the whole time through from the beginning to the end, and it's really admirable. So kudos to you guys for pushing through and hosting such an incredible event.
Thank you.
I have a quick question for you guys, Christine and Mac. So I'm not sure if you guys I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. But I want to just make sure. So is this open for like here in the US and like other countries as well, or is it specifically like only for the South African like country?
Definitely it's internationally, you can download it, but unfortunately it's only iOS 14 and like that's only compatible for that currently. But we soon are going to be updating it so that it's compatible for way more devices.
We know for a fact that it's available in the German App Store. We haven't yet asked someone in the States to check, so you could be the first to check for us.
Yeah.
But we are under the impression that it is globally available.
Okay, thank you very much. Right now, we'd also like to open up the floor for anyone who wants to share what they've learned, what they're going to take away from this, how they were inspired. So if you want to raise your hand and share that right now, that would be amazing.
Hi, I have a question that I also asked in the chat. Can I ask it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect, thank you. So this question is to the current presenters. So what impacts on these causes have you and the partnering organizations seen since the launch of the app? Because I mean, I think this is a really great idea that we should totally implement where I am as well, because it seems like a one-stop shop for everything.
Christine, take it away. Or I could actually. That was actually our like vision to. It was kind of just like an emailing wish. Like we just kind of emailed all the organizations like we kind of knew, and then to hopefully expand to fully international like organizations and to kind of create a community, as you said. You know, that's our whole vision with this, and it's also just to make it easier for volunteers to have like a hub or have somewhere to actually go to, because that was our like main problem, and that was, you know, what a problem we saw in the community.
Just building on what Sadira says, our app actually hasn't been on the App Store for a month yet. I think next on Wednesday it'll have been a month, so it is quite new. And with the current circumstances in South Africa and around the world, it has been a bit difficult for volunteers to go out there and make a difference. But I believe we have 50 to 100 volunteers signed up on the app so far. Zadira can confirm that.
We currently have 62 volunteers on the app as we speak.
But we have seen photos and feedback from learners, particularly at our school and in our area, go to these organizations and do community service, even with COVID. So it's making a little bit of change at the moment, but we'll see that multiply hopefully over the coming months.
I just wanted to let everyone know, I can confirm for everyone here in the States, it does work. I made an account, so you guys can go on, register. It's on the App Store. Just scan the QR code and it should work. So for anyone here in the United States, I cannot confirm for the rest of the world as much as I would like to, but here in the States, it does work, and it does work on an iPhone 11. So I'm pretty sure it'll work on any phone that you guys have. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for downloading it.
Okay, thank you. Here's another question for Christine. Are there any real examples or instances of when the organizations have done community service or helped common people?
We have photos and write-ups from students, if that answers the question. But at the current stage, our app doesn't have that kind of functionality, but we plan on integrating that into the next release, which will hopefully go out very shortly, where you can actually track your community service hours and things, which can be used for the President's Award or the Edinburgh Award. I'm not so sure if that's in the States, but I know it's up in the UK. So at this moment in time, there is no way of tracking your hours. Does that answer the question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I have a quick question. Give me a second because they're sending it to me. But yeah, so far from what you guys have said, phenomenal group. It's the app works beautifully. Made an account in like less than a minute. Like that's surprising. Like that's phenomenal. I hope you guys continue, to try to make it worldwide because that really helps. I'm not sure if in South Africa you guys do like a lot of community service hour or like it's like quote unquote required. Although here, and I hope the people in this call, go out of their way to do community service and help their community in whatever way is possible.